It's your boys in IMJ, we shut it down, man. A comic book look, invading your town. Keep it comics, and let the beer flow. Be so global, since our premiere show. Riverdale Studios on fire, we don't know where to park. Technology and booze, it's like we're rolling out like Tony Stark. Skyler, Tom, and John, we the bestest. Swag so villainous, so please arrest us. Welcome to a comic book look, everyone. It's your weekly comic book show. We talk about anything in the comic book industry. You want it, you got it.
You got it.
My name's John, aka Mr. Freeze. So frozen. The way I shatter records. What a sweet, sweet, sweet day it is, you guys, in comic book land. Get to celebrate the nerdism, have fun with it. I got the jury with me here, you guys. Tom over here. There can be only one.
Boom. Halloween.
What? Skyler over here, 1080, makes us look so fresh, so
He's
clean.
He's fogging up, boy. Those snorkels are fogging up.
Breathe in my direction. You're all contaminated.
Hey, man, I'm just trying to sling gems, find or stay away from the service people. Simple as that, man. And
of
kill
course,
comics.
And of course, you guys over here, KEN is in the cut, aka Thick Stack.
Thick Stack. Ash Squirt.
So you guys were just rocking it out. We're talking some Hallowizzle this evening. It's gonna, it's gonna be awesome.
Boom, pumpkins, skeletons, ghosts, vampires, blood, angels,
Ebola.
Sometimes.
Ebola.
Well, Skyler's, he's actually not in costume. He's been wearing this for 2 weeks now. This is his Ebola, I guess you keep Ebola away with a snorkel underground, underwater snorkel you can't see through.
I sleep in this.
And a raincoat. It may or may not keep away from radioactive material. But
hey, a real hazmat suit is expensive.
But hey, how about next year?
But not as expensive as a costume.
Yeah, hey, how about next year? You actually wear a costume instead of your regular clothes again. But yes, the best costume, Ash Squared is very cool, we'll get to you, but dude, we have to highlight something right now. And this is the bombest costume in a comic book look history. You guys called it, we had a few emails, all of them were correct. He is Mr. Freeze, man. Look at this fucking boss light up thing. It is a joint venture between Ken and John. They built this fucker, and Ken, I hear, did most of the heavy lifting.
Yes, that's true.
But look at how amazing this thing is. John, you're just going to rock nonstop. You got to wear this for like 5 days straight.
I don't know about that.
Well,
moving in this shit, I don't know
I'll
how
give
Tony
you 4
Stark
gems,
does it,
and I'll get you a word on a really nice ore.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. That's what us gnomes do.
I don't know, man, but, like Tony Stark has money, so his suit moves. Mine's a little more,
stationary.
Restricted.
It's for looks.
Yeah.
It's for the look. You don't light it.
Yeah.
You just bend it
But he is all lit.
So I will literally be doing the robots and Lego Man moves to navigate to get my Diet Coke out of the fridge.
Well, good. You just point your gun at the ground, make an ice road, and then you just slowly slide across it. You've been seeing fucking the Iceman do it for years.
It's true.
So.
It's true.
But yes, indeed.
Awesome.
But another great, very cool costume is Ken's. He is not just Ash, Pikachu's master. He is Ash from Evil Dead, and got everything to prove it.
I got my boomstick and my saw and my Necronomicon. I'm good to go.
Dominating.
Saving Halloween.
Army of Darkness.
One corpse at a time.
And I'm supposed to be a garden gnome, and we'll see. That's what sometimes me and Skyler pull together costumes at the last minute.
Dude,
sometimes we don't.
That mask is so creepy.
That is a good mask.
What? I'm wearing a mask? This is just my face.
What? Before we get into it, you guys, I just had to talk about kind of raising the dead.
Shit.
I was really excited about seeing Mark do a new video.
Oh shit! Guess who's back?
Exactly.
Bags and board. The badass. What is it? The
Bags and Boarding Bad Boy.
Yeah, the Bags and Boarding Bad Boy is back in the cut.
Yeah.
And he is back. So you guys better be subscribing to that one. If you're watching us, get rid of anything else that you did. Unsubscribe to every other channel besides us. Bad Boy account. I guess there's actually a few other ones. Okay.
America.
You know what? Let's forget about all of them. Okay. Forget that one of unsubscribe. You know what? Keep the subscriptions. Yeah. I won't be mad at you.
All the other shows we love
the
you.
Bag and Boarding Bad Boy, and Mark is back.
Yeah.
Seriously, I mean, I have a wife and I love her so, but he is looking good, Mark.
Exactly.
Holy smokes! Redo a whole new man. So
He's
yeah,
kind of like the comic book porn star right now. I think.
Oh, is that what it's like?
His return is like the second coming of Christ.
it is. It is
Out
huge.
of proportion. It's amazing. You know.
But no, it is really awesome.
Yeah.
And even though it's an all new look, dude, it's still his same old. Sit in front of a camera, what we want to see, him
Right.
talking about comics,
Exactly.
and it's badish ass as shit. So yes, great
you,
to watch
Mark.
your videos again, Mark.
Boom.
But boom, yeah, you got a shout out in the Halloween app,
That's
bro.
a big fucking deal.
I mean,
Big
jeez.
time.
That Matt's getting so happy. Oh,
But
man.
yeah, I mean, we do talk about comics, and you know what? We're not gonna do the cliche thing and just talk about The Walking Dead because it's the big show right now. You think that's what we're gonna talk about? I'm calling right now. I haven't cleared it with them. No Walking Dead
No
talk.
Walking Dead
We're
shit.
doing all other Halloween related shit
All right, I'm
when it
gonna
comes to
throw it out in my
comics.
stack, then.
You never even read one issue, have you?
Yeah, I have.
Oh, you
I
have.
read through issue like 100 something.
Oh, nice.
Gabe brought me the trades. Way back in the
Damn.
day. Yeah. So I'm
Fuck
good.
yeah, dude! Isn't it a great book? Oh, we're not
First
talking
off, I
about
want
it.
to
We're
point
not
out
talking about
earlier this month I had a birthday, and
Oh.
John and Ken were so nice to get me a stack of Batman Nightfall. Well, not just Batman; it's the whole Nightfall.
Yeah, it's Action
the
Comics,
crossover
and Two-Face.
situation. Yeah, there's some nice classic comics that go onto my pile of unread books.
Dude, on a
You
rainy
have-
day, you're going to be like, thank you guys.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah. Oh,
put
I'll
those on the
definitely read
shitter, and you'll go through them like in no time.
And they get pea splash all over them, and they smell like poop.
Dude, don't you have a cupboard that you can put them up in somewhere?
I don't even have a sink in my bathroom.
Is it still under construction? Speaking of Halloween.
So hey, check it. Yeah, last Halloween we were talking about Skyler's shower not working, and it's shower's working, doesn't have a sink. Anyway, back at it. That's Riverdale Studios 3. We really don't care too much about that.
Satellite site.
So late.
Yeah.
But yes, we are going to talk about comics, and even though Skyler brought comics, that's +1. -1, he didn't get them himself. John had to buy them for him, or John and Ken did. Strike 2, didn't read any of them. So there we go.
They've actually been here since I got them because
Okay,
I rode my bike to the bonus round. They met me there. I didn't want to ride them back on my bicycle and bang them up. So.
All right, then this
He's
gnome
got a
will
reason.
eat his words, my friend. Even though you think I still look angry, I
better
am
get
smiling
I
a
better
lot.
get a damn pass on this one.
But yes, but actually, you know, we do have comics, but me and Skylar did drop the ball. So let's bring it to the main man, freezing us with his fucking ice knowledge. Mr. Freeze.
Shocks. Alright, well, I'm just going to try to fire through here because we got so much to talk about. So.
Oh shit, son!
Oh, shit. So let's first of all talk about this awesome event, family-friendly awesomeness. I was promoting it at Famous Dave's after we were at the comic shop because I ran into Kyle and from our
Nice.
previous place of employment.
Yeah.
And yeah, he was there with his kids, and I was like, yo, take your son over. They're doing Halloween Comicfest. So what is Halloween Comicfest, you guys? You get free comics, right? So I picked up 4, one of which we're going to be talking about in a second here. So I'll just go through the other 3 really quick. Marvel Superhero Secret Wars issue 1, huge reprint.
But still, it is.
The fact that they're doing it free is
It's
awesome,
cool,
and it's a
dude.
great way to introduce fans to that event from long ago. Here's a blast from the past Marvel comics, just kind of an old school one: the Human Torch, Namor, Submariner.
Dude, this is This is before Marvel was Marvel. This
Yeah.
Human Torch is not the Human Torch we know.
Yeah.
This is the original Human
Yeah.
Torch from World War II.
Yep, exactly.
Timely comics.
And then the last one here is Batman Legends of the Dark Knight Halloween Special Edition. It's just kind of a one-off story. Jonathan Crane is up in this bitch! Scarecrow!
I was
Made
gonna
me
say, probably
so
it kind of has to
happy.
be a scarecrow.
Is that a
It made me
Constantine
so
ad on the back?
happy. Yes, it
It is.
is.
That's
Yeah,
what it is.
this is that must be a reprint of the Long Halloween.
Yeah,
Or is
actually,
that a
the
new
long
one?
one's right here.
Do you?
Oh.
Nice.
No, this isn't Long Halloween. This is something else.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's cool as fuck too.
Yeah.
No, this is
Because
just...
it's made by Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale, and they did
Yeah.
Long Halloween.
Yeah.
So that is a sick cover, though.
Yeah.
And just
The
such
fact that...
aesthetically, such a cool book, dude.
I love the picture with the bat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It looks so cool.
So that was definitely a huge one right there, but I'm glad that I was able to get these three. But the real gem from Halloween Comicfest, Tom had a chance to read it, so I'm going to let him chop it up. I enjoyed it, so I'm just
Oh,
really
God,
going for
man.
it.
We got the Scooby-Doo Team Up Special Edition. This is basically, Brave and the Bold and the guest character, because Brave and the Bold's always, just Batman with another person. And we got Batman and Robin with Scooby-Doo, and they make tons of Brave and the Bold references. A lot of inside knowledge for people that watch 70s Scooby-Doo and 80s Scooby-Doo, and tons of jokes. Some of them are not always as funny as others, but it is definitely... Shaggy and Scoob are always on par for... They're just big pussies, and they're always in this, and it's so funny to me. But it starts out that Batman the gang is looking for some sort of bat creature, and then Batman shows up, and they're like, oh, Batman, and then it's Robin, and then they all hug, and they're like, we've teamed up before, and we teamed up with the Harlem Globetrotters before. And then they're like, boom, there's another bat, we're looking for the man bat. And then Shaggy does a bunch of jokes about how funny, oh, I thought you're Batman, is this some sort of pig Latin, blah, blah, and, some of those fell a little flat. But then, then it turns out this hunt for Man-Bat, they think they found him at first, but then it's just, 3 guys in masks. So they rip the masks off, classic Scooby-Doo shit. And then they find the real Man-Bat, classic Scooby-Doo move right here. Zoinks! Shaggy goes and tries to rip the mask off the real Man-Bat. He's like, what are you guys so scared about? Let's just rip this off. Hey, his mask is stuck on. Zoinks, I think it's the real one, Scoob.
That voice painting their mask is so ridiculous.
That is creepy.
But it was super fun, dude, all the way through. And then, they go through and, spoiler, they end up winning and they give the Man-Bat his antidote and he turns back to the normal doctor. But it is
I thought
so
it was a
fun.
solid read.
And just the art is like very pop artish. It's
Yeah.
very like animation cell-ish.
Yeah.
So it's really simple, but that's like what you want to see with Scooby-Doo. You don't want,
Yeah.
So.
Oh, dude, you just opened up to the best page.
Oh yeah, best page.
Yeah. The Batman cutout Halloween mask.
If I had this
Classic.
out, I would definitely go as Batman this year wearing this.
Let's
I
see
think if your parents aren't going to buy you an actual Batman mask, they're probably not going to buy you a comic book either.
Well, this is a free comic book.
There you go. That's the only way.
Yep.
Thank you, DC Comics.
I would
for
give that kid 5
saving
pieces of
Halloween.
candy. You can't put a paper mask on from a free comic book. Just take the box, buddy.
Yeah, dude. Hey, the people you're with, they get nothing. You get
Yeah.
it all. But yeah, dude.
That
Fucking
issue for sure, 5 out of 6 beers. for
6
me.
out of 6 beers for me,
Really?
bro. I
'Cause
mean,
it keeps
even the
it
jokes
legit.
that fall flat, I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, I know my 8-year-old daughter would love that joke.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So fucking yeah.
Something for
Loved
the
it.
whole family.
Should we jump into this bad boy while we're talking crossovers?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Do that Ninja Turtles Ghostbusters crossover. And it's
Oh
one
boy.
it's one of these silly ones where, like, in the beginning you get, here's all the dramatis personae, so you get all the characters.
Yeah, it's also called Let's Waste 2 full pages, and then we'll call
Yeah.
this page, or this comic, 2 pages longer than it actually is.
Yep.
Right.
But hey, you know what? Sorry, IDW, that's just me being cheap.
So it kind of starts with, like, this, like, mythological mortals, like a kind of a Ghostbusters type backstory.
Totally didn't
And
think that was relevant at all.
there's, what is it?
Dude.
What's his name?
And too long.
The little guy in the belly of the
Well,
suit all the time.
Krang.
Krang?
Yeah.
Is it Lord Krang? Yeah. See, I thought it was Krang, and I thought I was just mixing that up with the aggro Crags. I've been talking about Guts.
Yep, Krang. From Dimension X.
Yeah. But it's a really fun crossover. I mean, there's a lot of, like, the weird, like, legendary history and mythos behind it.
Yeah,
that
I'm
you
going to
would
just
get with
interrupt
the
right here because
Ghostbusters.
this first part, though, wasn't it just way too long. Give me that
It
in
was.
one
It
page.
needed.
It's
Yeah,
like
it needed
3
to
or
just
4
kinda
pages
happen.
Yeah.
of these people we don't know.
This is
It
like the-
takes place hundreds of years ago.
Yeah.
It's all to show a guy going through a dimension hole. That's all you need to know. We just
Yeah.
need to know that a god goes through a dimension hole.
Yeah.
Stan Lee would have wrote this in one panel.
Krang is hanging out with them, and then it finally, what's it, 3 pages, 4 pages
Yeah.
Yeah.
later, you finally get to the turtles
There we
actually
go.
trying to figure stuff out.
Yeah.
There's, the turtles are checking out, they're testing the interdimensional warp, that basically the wormhole that the god had jumped through. And there's actually a pretty funny joke where by the time it crosses into the Ghostbusters realm, where people are getting married and a ghost pops up, and the Ninja Turtles have come after it, and like Bride is all like angry. She's like, "I thought this was supposed to be a ghost-free venue."
Because it's totally what I took out of it was Leonardo is like super smart, and he has built this own portal device for him to go,
Yeah.
and it's going to be this portal from 200 years ago is going to connect to this one somehow.
Right.
And so they go into this fucking thing, and the one thing that I hated so much about this book, like, I was like, you gotta be fucking shitting me. Okay, they have to go into the portal. You know something's gonna go wrong. I mean, it's a comic book. Something has to go wrong. They have to meet the Ghostbusters. They gotta get to this demon.
Right.
They go into the portal, and the guy just has to, click a button. But no, there's one single fly.
Just a fly that he
One
decides
fly.
he has to get and slap at the button that
No,
specifically
he does
says-
not slap the button. The fly flies past the button,
No, he takes a whack at it.
and then he does, though.
Ha!
Yeah,
The fly goes nearby it. He doesn't
exactly,
actually flip
right
it,
next
but,
to it.
But the guy
So dumb.
tries to swap the
it's
fly and
that's
hits
what I'm
the
saying.
Yeah,
The
one
fly
job.
makes the direct
Yeah.
One
right
job.
there, and then that's what fucking causes, like, that right there. I was like, that writer, hopefully it took him 5 minutes to come up with that, because if he thought that was a really good idea, he can go fuck himself.
Spatial
You heard it here
dimension.
first, guys.
Do not
So no
touch.
talking.
Why
ACDL
did you build a
exclusive.
spatial dimension switch on your...
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But it was a fun, it just basically lived up to what it was. It was like
And
a
then
weird
the
crossover. There's
artist
weird
is just straight
ghosts.
using
Yeah.
Yeah.
Monsters Incorporated guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then,
yeah.
And then adding
Well,
the
it's a-
face at the bottom.
It's a mix between the Monsters Inc. guy and what's his Slimer?
Yeah,
From
exactly.
Slimer from the Ghostbusters. So it's a lot of just kind of
The only thing I
Rip-off
got out of
business,
this whole
but-
book, also towards the end, are the variant covers with Slimer wearing Raffield's mask.
Oh, that's pretty
I thought
sweet.
that was clever.
There was some badass parts, I thought, towards the end.
yeah. Some of it was like
You know what I mean?
actually here where the turtles actually confront the entity that they're like the ghost entity that they're fighting. That's where it finally became fun. But that's like the last 4 pages of the book.
Yeah, because
it's-
exactly.
Up
'cause
until
when
then, it's just
when it's
like a
here,
slow drag.
because you also want the Ghostbusters and the Turtles to meet, and that happens on the last page, ready for the next issue, which is
Right.
perfect for that. But for us reviewing a one and done, we would have liked to have that. But I like right here when Raph, this is so in character. That when Raph, these guys are all talking what we should do and shit like that, and then Raph is just like, "What are you guys fucking doing?" And then he goes to
We
kick
should
him.
just get after him. Yeah.
And then he goes straight through the guy, though. And then he's
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? This is not a normal person. And then, then a bunch of cool ass... like, I thought this was all good. Like,
Yeah, and
like
that's
this
actually a pretty good
actual
point too.
throwdown.
That
Yeah.
they did capture the character well of the turtles, because there's the line from Michelangelo, and they're like, "So we're gonna go through this thing, the transporter," and one of them says, "Well, when in Rome," and then Mike chirps in, "Rome? You think we can go there? But they got good pizza."
yeah. Yep.
I'd have to give it a 5 out of 6 just because it started out so slow, but it's really intriguing on where it's going to go. So it really has me interested. It's just that it's kind of tough getting there.
Yeah, I would totally give it, like, 2 beers out of 6.
That's what I was gonna say. I won't be picking up anymore.
Because that opening just pissed me off.
Yeah.
The fly thing pissed me off. They didn't meet. That pissed
Too many
me off.
cheap
And
outs.
I had really a lot of fun on the 4 or 5 pages that I did like. But with everything else...
I'm just biased towards the turtles. So.
Yeah, exactly, and you
I'll
totally
admit
have the thing. Exactly.
I'll admit it.
We have Cypher in here, cracking codes in the middle of this. 6 out of 6.
Gay sex, whatever.
I love Archer.
Oh, that's great. Ken, what do you got over there, buddy? Ken Rooski.
Oh, I don't know. Let's see. I got a couple
Six
of
stack.
different ones. Let's see.
Stop.
Well, this one's kind of interesting. There's a series of books I read, Anita Blake. I had reviewed one of the other books that I'd gotten from her.
Yeah.
But this is a variant cover with Wolverine on it.
Oh, nice.
He's not actually in the comic.
Doesn't it say that on the cover?
Yeah, it actually says...
Wolverine appearance not.
Yeah, Wolverine does not appear in this issue. It's got a warning right on it. It's just a neat
Why
little...
can't more covers do that?
It's just a neat little variant that has that in there.
That is hilarious.
And I thought that was kind of cool. I'd never seen that before, so I had to get
they
it.
have to put that.
And then I flipped through it and Star Trek for Assurance.
Oh,
you know.
yeah.
So it's based on a series of books that I actually read. And so that's one of the reasons I got it. And it's a very good series. She's a vampire hunter. Vampires are real. Werewolves are real. All that stuff's real. And she's actually the licensed vampire hunter for the state. And it takes place in St. Louis. Sure. And I liked it here because it also had the Marvel Zombie ad there.
Nice.
I'm a big fan of the Marvel Zombies. So
Marvel Zombies 4.
Just the whole thing is cool. And she's so badass. She's getting mugged.
Whoa.
And she's on the ground. She winds up pulling this gun and just shoving it into this dude's crotch.
He was probably just like, I fucking love that bitch. Yeah. Wiggle that thing around.
Yeah, he turned tail and ran, but
Oh,
I just thought that was cool just for the cover alone.
He's obviously not a gnome.
No, can't take
Some
it like
dude-
that.
No, dude,
But
but
gnomes
Anita
don't have
Blake.
genitals?
Anita Blake is sweet. Yeah, I had brought a trade of it before. But we talked about it when you brought it the last one up. But yeah, man.
I just thought, how crazy is that? Wolverine, two people
Dude,
from two
they're
different
looking.
universes.
They're looking saying.
Kind of goes with the
You
turtle.
put
goes with
Wolverine on here.
crossover.
There's people that will buy every cover of Wolverine.
I just love the fact that it says
No,
Yeah.
Wolverine
does
is
not
a-
appear.
It's hilarious.
So that one was
That's
pretty
kind
cool.
of awesome.
He still had more.
Na. Well, I decided to
J-O-N.
treat myself here, and this one was actually a treat. So not only is this awesome, but this is actually a fellow contributor to Inveterate Media Junkies on
Yeah.
IMJ site, right? So I
Yep.
saw this Jonathan Maberry, right?
Yep. Yeah,
And,
he did a bunch of cool Marvel books too.
Yeah.
That we really liked. What's that one?
I'm horrible
Do More.
with that shit.
That's the one I
Oh
read.
yeah.
He did Do More,
Yeah,
dude.
I some of those. That
Remember,
was
we
fun.
loved that.
Yeah. So
But
Jonathan Maberry, Halloween schoolboy confession of mine. When I was on the website, I was like, he'd be kind of fun to meet, blah, blah, blah. So,
yeah.
It was just, I wanted to check out his work because, we were on the same website for a while doing this IMJ gig or whatever, So I said, let's see what his work's like. Rotten Ruin is just a fun. It's kind of a young reader series.
Yeah.
They're actually talking about doing a movie adaptation of it.
Because it's
down
a
the
book
road.
series too,
Right,
right?
exactly.
Exactly.
So he's flipping it to comics, but what really drew me in was the cover on issue 2, this lady with baby zombie hands all over.
Oh.
Yes, they are baby zombies,
Really?
and it's just a fun concept. This book, it really is just kind of a youthful Walking Dead kind of a setting, but it was fun. I enjoyed it.
Exactly.
Seeing baby zombies was pretty freaky,
If you're going to get attacked by zombies, baby zombies are the best
Are the
ones.
way to
They
go.
don't have teeth.
Exactly.
What are they going to do?
Gum
Gum
to
you?
death. Boom. So hopefully you don't have any slackers, that do have teeth.
I don't
But,
know, but
uh,
anything that's that's a baby is always a little bit creepier than a
Oh yeah,
adult
I mean,
version. So
they did that Arsenic Lullaby. A big main character is the baby fetus, and when we met that guy at SpringCon, he drew me a
wasn't
baby
even-
fetus zombie.
yeah, it wasn't even actually a main character though. They had appeared in a few things
Yeah.
or something, and he's just like, I just love that
That's
character.
So yeah, I really enjoyed it though. If I were still actively buying 1,000,000 books, I'd probably check it out.
Yeah,
But hats off to you, Mr. Maberry.
exactly.
But it was just cool, kind of get to see him on the shelf, especially around this time. I'm
Right.
biased; it's Halloween, so definitely I would give it a 5 out of 6er for sure.
This beer you gave us is so good, John. What is it?
So this is La Parcella #1 pumpkin ale. Is it the #1 pumpkin ale? Oh, beer god.
I don't know. It's pretty good.
It's pretty tasty.
Yeah. I thought it was
It's
fun.
different,
Yeah.
but it's good. It's not like overpoweringly.
That's my policy
pumpkin,
with
like
pumpkin
most
ales is
things,
I'll
yeah.
try it and I'll either like it or I won't. But there's so many out there, it's hard to say what's the
Yeah,
number
well, there's-
one.
It's
Like 5
fall, so
million.
everything is pumpkin.
They had pumpkin Hershey Kisses at the store.
Oh, I
I'm
believe
like, that's ridiculous.
There's no reason
wasn't
for
very
it, but it's
happy
gonna
about
keep
that.
happening.
Dude, I like pumpkin pie,
Mhm.
pumpkin beer, some of them. That's about my extent of pumpkin. I
I'm
don't
getting
like
into
pumpkin
some Fat
seeds.
Jack.
Fat Jack, Fat Jack should be drinking that.
You want to try
Fat
some of
Jack
this?
for the fat stack. Yeah, let's do it.
Do it up.
Do it
I
live.
should say bad boy of bagging comics. since it's not Fat Stack anymore. I guess.
Oh man.
The begging and boarding bad boy.
Yeah.
There it is. Gotta get used to that.
Mark's
shit,
gonna
man.
be watching this like you guys.
BBBB. 4B.
Oh shit, man.
What is?
Well, I'm gonna cast out a little review that I'm gonna throw the rating out first.
Oh,
and
shit.
Oh
up
shit,
in the
Skyler,
whole
are you
thing.
doing real shit
A
here?
straight 6-star review on the old school X-Men game.
Yeah.
The arcade,
Yep.
the stand-up arcade, 4 players deep.
Arcade.
We've been spending a lot of time at the barcade around here, so
We're gonna be doing a special issue.
Yeah, we'll be
I'm
hopefully
watching me
sitting in
slap
front
Sentinels.
of the We'll be sitting in front
Play
of the
Dazzler
X-Men.
and slap Sentinels.
But yeah,
That's
I
what I
mean,
do.
my boys ran through the whole game on Jay's birthday on Friday night.
Nice.
Oh, they
Beat
got all
the
the way
whole
through
fucking
it.
thing. Beat
Nice.
the whole fucking thing. Jared only put in like $3 too.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, if you got some people together that can get it done, it's a really fun game, and it's decently challenging, and it doesn't last so long that you're going to crank $7 or $8 into it to
Yeah.
get it done. So
That's awesome.
For me, I'll crank money because I'm so bad at it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I went through probably 3 lives within not even getting to the first boss. So bad. So when he was at the blob, I was like, dude, you're at the blob? He's like, yeah, of course, man. Wait till you get to Magneto or whatever. I was like, I've never seen any bosses. I cannot play that fucking game, dude.
Fighting
I just
Sentinels.
I just need to work at it. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what the
Be
character's
Dazzler.
doing.
That's
And
definitely the one.
No,
to
you
get.
gotta be Storm
Yes.
with her pimp stick.
Yeah, dude,
Storm
Ken likes
and,
slapping things with the pimp stick. He's just stop it.
And then
Tornado.
she'll grab them and
Tornado.
then throw them and then.
there you
I
go.
like Dazzler because she's like, oh.
It's funny because I never even contemplate being a girl. Ever. I
So what
am
do
well, she's got a big old cane. She's
Exactly.
crazy,
Jean
man.
Grey's
So
probably
you
fucking powerful as fuck,
you're
too.
fucking awesome.
But, I'm always going to, like, in that game, I feel like I just always do Nightcrawler because he's so cool.
Nightcrawler is
Nightcrawler's
actually pretty good.
Yeah.
He's got a quick punch, so.
Exactly. But, yes, dude, this arcade thing is just
Arcade's
out of
amazing.
hand, man.
Yeah, that's the
How
bonus
cool it is.
round in Sioux Falls. If
Shout out to
anyone's
bonus
wondering.
round.
Yep, shout out to the bonus round.
It's a good place to be.
Bonus round.
Tiny bar in Sioux Falls, but they got packed it into a bunch of retro arcades. Skies has the whole board on Gapless or Galaga 3. He has
It's so funny.
the
dude.
whole.
I
Nobody
love
goes in. Anybody that goes in there isn't even coming close to his scores. So
that. You're so ridiculous.
it is really funny, dude. But yeah, man, it's super fun. We've been playing nonstop. Me and Sky go there a bunch, but I think I go there a bunch. Sky goes there way more than me even. So yeah, it's such an awesome time though, dude. Gaming those old school games is, I feel, such a connection like I do to comics.
Yeah.
Because like the old games, it's a niche thing. Most people forget about it or think it's something that people don't do anymore. Just like a lot of people think, oh, I didn't know comic books came out on the same day, or come out once a week. And it's also like, it is the same type of person that is going to be into moving storylines and the creators and what did this and all this continuity and stuff can totally get behind an arcade and like, oh, this came out in 81 before the crash and all these other cool things that you can learn about it and like, oh, this is the guy who has the high score and it was broken then, and there's like so many geeky things that coincide with arcades and comics. It is so fun to finally tap into that world because I just have never
It's a
really done
sweet
that
place.
before.
I love the crowd, and then like the bartender's totally cool if we film there. Like
Fuck
yeah,
yeah,
dude. Do it.
They love it, and they're awaiting it. One of them keeps asking me, he's like, "When's that gonna happen?"
Yeah.
Should come in and say.
I'm really thinking about just seeing if I could take it over for my birthday.
There's nothing better
will
than
be
playing
able
some
to,
games
dude.
and
Yeah.
eating some cheap bar pizza.
All you got to do is just fucking just go there, and then when we have such a massive crew, everybody else is gonna have to flush out anyway because we're already controlling all the fucking games,
Yeah,
taking up all the
exactly.
bars and stuff like that.
Exactly.
And that happens quite a bit. Like, people on Fridays or Saturdays, you'll see like a couple who's maybe gonna go try it out or something, and then they get there and then they just leave because
They end up playing like a game of pinball and
Yep.
finish their beers and go because it's like there's so many people
There's
you gotta like wiggle through, and half the people are outside and the
And
inside's
it's
almost
an
over
intimidating
capacity.
place. If you don't know anybody there or anything, I mean, it's intimidating. Probably the people that are there are like me, Sky, and the other 4 people that we see every single time
Yeah.
we're there.
Yeah.
So then for other people to come in, it's,
You're
pretty
outsider.
intimidating. Yeah, totally.
Sorry.
Which is fine with me because it keeps them off Miss Pac-Man and Donkey Kong, and that's what I like to see.
Keep you
You
on.
can get back and forth to the games you want to play whenever the hell you want to play them.
But it is funny because with that place, they have newer games, but me and Sky usually like are Galaga, Miss Pac-Man, Donkey Kong.
Yeah, we stick to like the previous or pre-90s games.
Pre-1983 games.
Yeah, basically.
So, but
Classic.
yeah, fuck yeah, man. Anyway, sorry for that side shoe, but it is totally
Shout
a
out to
big
the
part of
bonus
our
round.
of our lives.
Bonus
right now. So,
round.
yeah.
Bonus road.
Bonus
Next
round.
step.
Fat stack, bad boy of comics. Damn it, I said it wrong again. The bagging boarding bad
Bad
boy.
Oh.
You gotta get that alliteration in there.
I know it.
The BBBB.
What else you guys got though? Let's hear about it. Let's hear about
Well, I got this fun little one. Again ties in with a book series. It's Stephen King's The Dark Tower, The Gunslinger Born.
Oh.
And I just want you
it.
to
Roland of Gilead.
just take a look at some of the artwork in there. It's just amazing.
I own it, so I.
So you don't even need to see
But
it.
Sky, you should, man. It is fucking.
It is awesome.
Boss
work.
Jay Lee, I think, is the guy who does it all, right?
I think
check
so.
that
Yeah.
out.
Oh yeah, wow.
Yeah, it's Jay Lee.
I love the series. I love the let me clarify that. I love the Dark Tower series up to the last book.
Well,
But-
because you're a fucking whiner, dude.
It was just a cop out at the end, but
It's
it was
a
a good.
cop-out
it was-
name. It was a natural progression of where it's going, man. You gotta get over it.
It got weird after King wrote himself into his own story. That just got a little weird for
That
me.
was so cool. I loved it when it went meta, man. That was like one of the best parts of the whole story. That's what
kinda
brings it
threw
to
me out of
other
it.
different realities,
That just
man.
kind of threw me out
I
of it.
fucking love the Dark Tower so much. Every book, including the 9th, I love it, or the 7th. I love it all, dude. I say 9th because they have that other one that he made the prequel of.
Yeah,
but
Yeah.
I love those
good book
fucking
series.
books, man.
Not a big fan of the last one, but the artwork in this book is amazing. I read through this one. I'm actually familiar. It's from I want to say like 4th book in the series is actually what this one's based off of. Wizards in Glass, I think it is.
Yep.
Really.
Yeah, when they go back and you get the whole Roland
the
story.
kind of the prequel of how he became
Yeah.
who he is. Really good.
Interesting.
So good. Except, we should just get the audiobook for the 7th book. We're going to listen to it together, side by side, and I'm going to prove to you, sentence by sentence, that this book is fucking awesome.
You never convinced me of that.
Sentence
and
by
it would just be-
For 6.5 hours.
Pause
you're
it!
gonna
There
say-
was a period there. That sentence. Pretty good, right? You know, that's what I'll do.
Next sentence.
Next
Let's
sentence.
go.
Hey, I didn't see any grammar mistakes there.
With the mask.
Yeah, that's how it's. I wear this
that
mask the
sells
whole
it.
time.
Serious face.
That might actually freak
The
me out a little
education.
bit.
I'm so glad you brought that though, because we've never really talked about the Dark Tower, even though it was a big part of my life for a long time. And I made, even though I read them all after they all were out, I made time in between so my brain would process how good this shit was that I was reading. Because unlike a lot of stories, this is Stephen King's like ode to the Lord of the Rings, and it is fucking amazing. It's his opus, man. It's so much better than all of his horror shit. He should have been writing fantasy his whole life, man.
And it's going to possibly, at some point in the future, become a movie / TV series / whatever. They're talking about doing movies and a TV series that all ties together, kind of like what they're doing. They've seen Marvel do it, so they're like, now we
HBO
can
do
do
it.
it.
Yeah.
Hell, screw that. Go straight to Netflix. They'll make that shit for you.
HBO's changing the game, man. You can
Oh,
buy
yeah.
just like Netflix. You can buy HBO now, man.
That's pretty sweet.
Way to do it.
So
Do you
smart.
have some more?
Yeah.
Do I?
Yeah, of course, dude. I wanted to hear just about that. What was the?
What, this one?
Yeah.
Alright. This one, you guys, I walked in the comic shop and this is sitting right there. Standing up, he had 2 copies of it. This is Batman Madness. And it's a Halloween special.
And this is part of the Long Halloween
Yes.
from Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale.
Yep.
I have just the trade,
Okay.
which is not nearly as cool as this.
I thought that the cover itself was fun. As you guys know, I'm a huge Halloween sucker when it comes
Was
to
it really
Halloween
expensive?
books. Gentleman doesn't tell
Yeah,
tales.
exactly. Because I have wanted it, so I've been
Yeah.
looking, dude. And they are so fucking cool. And it
Yeah.
is a book that will be timeless. In
Yeah.
25 years, people will still be talking about this Batman, dude.
And I love it, dude. Mad Hatter was in it, and it was cool to get to see him. So Scarecrow in the Halloween Comicfest, and then Mad Hatter in this one. Batman villains, obviously, have a soft spot. in
They
my
do.
heart.
They do such a good job too.
So
man.
fun.
You can tell.
I mean, everybody considers this. I mean, Jeff Loeb, he actually is the head of Marvel Animation, I think,
Oh yeah.
right now. And I mean,
Oh,
he got this
yeah.
job because he did this kind of shit, dude. He
Yeah.
is a fucking. This is it. That everybody considers this to be his best work that he's ever done, and it is because it's so good, man.
Nice.
Well, I mean, you don't get a better match than Batman and Halloween.
No.
It's
I
they've
think
been
we
holding
need
hands.
more.
Yeah, I agree. Well, they've had that other one like last Halloween. I reviewed that one that they have, but that's just not as good as this.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. That definitely gets a 6 out of 6 for me because it was just fun Batman tale, and I always enjoy a good
Totally.
Batman tale. So
What is considered one of the best Batman stories of all time? So yeah, and you got the real issue. So
I love that cover.
it's so
Colin.
badass, dude.
Oh,
So fucking cool.
oh.
What do we got
Oh
here?
boy, what do you guys sneaking around there, Ken?
I kinda
You
like
got
it.
something
like it's
sneaky
something
going
out
on?
the bag,
It's like,
sir.
I actually broke down and bought this whole series. It's only a 4
Oh
run.
damn!
But Full Moon Entertainment Puppet Master classic
In full color.
in full color. I don't know if you're
Not
familiar
partial,
with
but
Full
full
Moon
color.
Entertainment. In the late 80s, early 90s, they were very popular for making. I want to say this politically correct. Crap horror movies. they were low budget. They produced them. They just pumped them out. Some of them were good. Some of them were bad. They made Vampire Diaries. They made Puppet Master. They made
Oh, dude, I love Puppet
Francis.
Master. Come
Yeah, they're like classic B horror movies.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what
the
that's
best.
what they
It's
do.
what the 80s and 90s were
yeah,
about.
perfect. They're the best ones. Well, this is the Puppet Master series, and I've got all
Oh,
four
fucking
out
yeah,
of 4.
man.
If you want to take a look at some
Shit,
of them.
yeah, dude.
The top one there, I love. It's the Pinhead guy undressing a woman, and just the artwork in it is just really cool. It's a really neat. There's not quite. They're stories based off of the movie, but they're not actually just like a retelling of the movie.
That's cool.
So it's new adventures in the Puppet Master universe. So it's really cool, and you see some of the classics. You see the Leech Lady, and you see Pinhead, and then the Joker, and Blade, and all of them. So
And
you
it
know, the
has like
classic-
it has a movie clip
Yep,
of the
yep.
character in the top
Right in the
right
top.
corner, which is really cool. And then it is really funny how much sex is selling this fucking thing.
Oh well, and that's something else. Blue Moon was always kind of big for. They were, very
You
edgy,
can-
risky.
it goes all the way down
sexy.
underneath. Like it is that blue line is representing a shine right off of her crotch. Then this one, dude, comes all the way through, and then they have the little side one where there's some other shit going on there. This thing's they got the nipple mark.
That's like the.
This one
That's
is where
like
it
the
comes
original side boob. It's like side veg.
And this one is
Oh no.
together. Side veg.
nice.
But yeah, dude, this one even better, dude. They're just like no more side veg.
Yeah,
That's fucking shit, dude.
they're all about the little fucking side veg.
On this one, she's all passed out on the bed. You got a little nipplage going on there.
Shit,
no
dude.
no side vag, but pretty fucking badass
So
comics.
cool, dude.
From what I haven't gotten all the way. I've only read like the first 2, these 2 here. But so far, I've really enjoyed. I like the artwork. I love Full Moon. They actually threw out a plug into Full Moon. They actually have a website you can go to and you can sign up a membership and be able to stream the Full Moon movies. They have their entire catalog online.
Oh, nice.
It's like I don't remember the price. I want to say it's like $9 something a month. Maybe it's a little more, but I almost signed up for it.
Oh god.
I just had to say it's
Signed
so
up for it for a
funny.
month till you watched them all.
All this side boob talk while you're wearing your Pokemon outfit. Just kidding.
With my Pokénonicon.
Oh my god, I'm just.
You don't think Ash got down on that
Necronomicon.
You will never
Misty.
retrieve the Pokénonicon.
He was
he
fucking
didn't know how
misty.
to win anything.
Dude, he was fucking misty every time Pikachu turned his back. Brock cuckold in the corner, dude.
Mm-hmm.
He liked it.
Oh.
You got any more?
Ah, do I? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got
you
one
do.
more.
Yep, dude, this is a long-ish because it's
Halloween!
Halloween!
This is Halloween. This is Halloween.
Exactly.
Halloween! This is Halloween!
I'm gonna fire through my last 3 here, and I'm gonna make these really quick. Dark Horse, issue 1 of Colder the Bad Seed.
Ooh, that's a
Oh,
creepy
wow.
comic,
That is
dude.
Very creepy. This is actually kind of a weird book, and I wasn't really. The main character's name is Declan, and evidently solves insanity issues for people. So this bad guy shows
Or
up.
causes. Oh, that's the guy.
This
That's
is the bad guy,
Okay, I
and
was gonna
this bad guy
say, ooh.
shows up and is like, "Hey, time to harvest." So he just walks down the street and cuts off everybody's fingers.
What?
And then he's like grabbing dogs and squeezing them to. He plants a maggot in a pot, squeezes a dog to get the milk to make the crops grow, and all this other dark stuff. Like, it's gruesome,
Oh
bro.
my god.
Makes another person vomit, and then it's just crazy, dude.
Jesus.
It gets
fucking
down.
I've never had milk come out of
Oh,
a dog when
this
you
is
squeeze
the
it.
one.
Dark Horse.
Where they
just
have this-
mixing it up.
They have a cover where a person's going like this to their own face.
Probably.
So that it goes in through their mouth and then it comes out of their thing. And I remember seeing this fucking thing and
Yeah.
being like at Rainbow and being like, oh. And then
Yeah.
my buddy Brady was like, dude, check out this comic I got. Because it is, I mean, and this one is just as disturbing.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
that is
that's
a fucking
so creepy.
disturbing
It's like
fucking picture.
Some
dude.
fingers and
It's
like
all
spider
fingers.
legs.
It's all
His
fingers.
teeth are all fingers.
Oh, it
too.
is. It is
It's
all
all
fingers.
fingers.
It's like just fucking
That is
dangly,
fucking
skinny, bony
scary,
fingers.
man.
And
That's
he cuts off
gross.
people's fingers.
Oh,
It was
this is
interesting.
cool.
Oh, that's probably how he got him there. He just...
Flex them.
Wow.
So yeah,
Finger
dude,
food.
I checked that out.
Nice. Yeah, that's definitely a good pickup, John. Yeah.
This next one, on the other hand, Jack the Lantern.
Not a
They-
good. I can tell by
Not
that
good.
pause that
They-
was not a good
Nah.
pause.
Always get me with the damn cover, alright? So this character
It looks
is not
badass.
even in... It's all black and white, first of all. There's no color. So I was really disappointed about that. But Jack the Lantern is tied to a wall in the last 2 pages of the book, but has nothing to do with this book at all. So I was just thumbing through it like, what the fuck's going on? I don't care.
No way.
So that's a zero beer.
And then the Ghostbusters showed up in the last page.
Basically, and got relevant. But it wasn't, I mean, it was just not cool. I just didn't
Yeah,
like
and
it.
this art is not that good.
Yeah, I was just like, that's a thumbs down. So, I'm going to end my reviews this Halloween season with an awesome one-shot. Actually, it's an ongoing series, but for me it's a one-shot because I will not be picking this up again. Marvel's Hobgoblin from the
Oh, cool.
Axis crossover event. And this is an interesting character because Hobgoblin's kind of a spin-off of the Green Goblin from the Spider-Man U. And this is actually a story about villainy turned into a commercial success. He basically turns his identity into a franchise and sells how-to books to other people of how to become not a villain but a hero using his tools, pumpkin bombs, gliders, etc.
What?
And it's actually the most absurd thing I've ever read,
That
and I
kinda
loved it.
sounds- I was going to say, that kind of
Yeah.
sounds
If,
cool.
Yeah.
if superheroes like
I
that
loved
existed,
it.
that is exactly
So,
what they would do.
I'm not picking up books actively, so I would love to continue it, but I'm not going to. But it's a fun little crossover there. So.
Hobgoblin is definitely not to be confused with Knobgoblin, the video game that... What was his name? I forget. The big fat guy on Code Monkeys. Todd designed. It's a
Knobgoblin.
very specific difference.
I think I've seen a movie like that once.
Knobgoblin.
I've
I've seen a lot
that
of
was
movies like
Knobgobbler.
Oh, that's what it was.
Dude,
I wouldn't really call
whoever
them
wrote
film
this book,
movies
though,
or just short films.
listens to some pretty badass metal.
Yeah.
I will guarantee you that.
Yeah.
This is like 1981 metal art, like the whole time. It's
So what
like
you're
I
saying
could have
is while
saw
you're
this
listening to it, it should just be
airbrush. Yeah, totally. Just
Grandma, what was it like to be
Skyler, did you do this?
so metal,
Is that a
dude.
book? Is that it?
That is the most metal book I've ever flipped through.
Nice.
Oh, that's it. That's it for me, then.
Well,
Okay,
I have
man.
one more if the battery holds up.
Oh God,
This-
Ken, you're always holding this up.
This one, I don't have the rest of them. This is 404 of the Occult Crimes Task Force.
Oh, nice.
Really neat concept.
Oh,
The artwork is
so
actually really kind of different. It's basically police of the netherworld. One of them is this big, cool-ass angel.
Oh, nice.
Send me a name.
And then there's, I've got a couple pages marked here. There's this woman who's possessed by a demon, and she lets this demon out, and then this other woman's fighting her, trying to keep the demon away. It's
I like that
this
art a
misty-
lot.
It's a
Photo-
really
they,
unique.
They use photos from it, but then they take it into
It's really
Photoshop
cool,
show
and
it. It
then-
looks cool.
For some reason, if they ever make this into a movie or TV show, I see Rosario Dawson as the main character.
Well, they used a picture of
Right.
Rosario.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's just I could.
That's a
It has. I
player,
mean,
actually,
it has
yeah.
to be her. That's who they.
No,
have
it is.
based
I can.
on.
As soon, that's why
You can-
with
yeah.
my comment right before I saw it as soon as you opened it. Those are pictures
Yeah,
And
that's,
then
that's
somebody-
her for sure.
Because
And that's the kind of work that she actually would.
And
Well,
I think,
I think
she'd
she'd
be
be
awesome.
awesome.
I bet that's a
Oh,
show or
absolutely.
something. Have you checked, man? Is
I-
that going to be a show or something?
Not that I have seen, and this is it actually it says Dawson on it, so it must be based off of her. But it is from 2007, so I'm thinking probably not. Or if it was a show,
Uh-huh.
it didn't last long.
Or
but
maybe it hasn't been yet.
Or it should be a show because it's actually pretty fucking badass. The angel dude has this flaming sword, and then there's this guy at the front. I love him. Schlumpy looking bald dude who looks like he's the guy who works in your IT department, and yet he's the one who like transports to the astral plane, and he's like their go-to person. I'm like, I can relate to that. So it's all in all, it's if you want to take a look at the pictures,
yeah.
it's really a cool book. I'd like to actually get the
Oh,
rest
yeah, now
of,
that
the
I
rest
see
of the
that-
series. Totally her, and
Yeah, it's
I
definitely.
didn't even see her
I didn't
name on the
even-
front.
yeah.
And it this was meant to be a launch of a TV show on AMC, but
Sure.
A&E picked up the rights to it
I never did anything
and
with
then
it.
didn't do
And
it.
just sat on them.
But now that they have the rights and all these other shows are popular now, they still might do something with it. Probably not with Rosario Dawson at this point, but they might
Maybe.
recast it.
Who knows?
Who knows? I haven't seen her really do anything lately,
Yep.
Well, I think the last movie.
except for Clerks 2.
I was gonna say I haven't seen her in. I've seen her in things since Clerks 2, but I just cannot remember what they are.
Do you guys really want me to tell you the last thing I saw her in? I
No.
don't remember the name. It's an NC-17 movie. She gets fucking brutally raped, and then the last scene is she gets the dude who raped her into bed, ties him up, gets another dude to fuck that dude and rape him. And that's the last scene. And she just sits there and watches.
It's pretty sick.
And it's this fucking muscular dude who is fucking ramming so hard. And the other guy is screaming. You're like, this is so disturbing.
Wow.
And Rosario Dawson is sitting there like this. Just loving it. Dude, it is fucked up, dude.
I remember seeing a preview for that. I don't remember. The
It's
name
on
of it.
Netflix. It's NC-17.
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember the name of it.
I didn't know they did NC-17 anymore.
Yeah, they don't because you can't advertise for them. If you get an NC-17 rating, you have to just cut it and call it non-rated.
Yeah,
Because
sure.
Hell, half the time they cut it, they make it PG-13, and then they release the what would have been the R-rated version as the unrated version. But it's
Yeah.
got 3 extra minutes that we couldn't get past the censors.
Yeah, it's
That's bullshit, Hollywood. You need to start making
I agree.
R-rated movies.
It's got
again.
an extra fuck, one cunt, and
a cocksucker.
a little bit of a nipple.
You're only
or
allowed
some
one
side boob or
motherfucker
something.
per movie. And apparently if Samuel L. Jackson's in the movie, he's the only one who gets to say it. But then again, he's the only one who deserves to say
Right.
it.
He's
No
the
one
best
says
one that's gonna
motherfucker
say
like Samuel L. Jackson.
But anyway, let's get off rape. And Halloween! Thank you guys for
it's
so much
Halloween.
for
This is
sticking with
Halloween.
us, making it through another year. This is, I think, is year 4
Yeah.
of a comic book look Halloween. So, I mean, that means a lot. I mean, especially for me and John, fucking holding on that long, bro.
I'm happy to be here.
Sky,
with you
you know,
guys.
you're a hanger on. I mean, you weren't here till episode 17, so it's basically like last episode.
I basically caught the horse by the tail as it was running by, and I've just been dragging along ever since. And Ken's been holding on to my ankle
Yeah.
on the back end, so.
Ken caught a rope that was tied to your ankles. And
My knees are sore from dragging on the ground.
But me and John, we actually have a bar on our horse that we're riding, so we're good.
Yeah.
But anyway, yes, guys, thank you so much for sticking with us. From a gnome who likes Jims and Orr, I really appreciate you guys sticking around and listen to our comic talk.
Definitely. Well, anything else? Halloween thoughts? Musings? No? Another year in the bag?
Protect yourself from the.
And remember,
coming
kids,
pandemic.
never take candy from strangers. Well, I take that back. Strangers have the best candy.
Oh my goodness. Alright.
That was
Dude,
the
I
end of that.
love
Uh,
your costume, dude. Seriously. That is so
He's
amazing.
going to sexy Ebola this year.
You're wearing a scuba goggles. It makes it so awesome. So awesome.
It's like redneck Ebola gear.
Oh, exactly.
It's like the guy who goes to the airport and he's just like got a big garbage bag on
That's,
top
I
of
saw a
himself and
picture
just
of that,
throws
like someone
himself
sitting
in.
on an
He's like,
airplane with a garbage bag over them entirely, like,
Right.
not today, Ebola.
No way. Are you
No,
serious?
That's a real thing.
It's a real thing, but it's not because of Ebola. They're Hasidic Jews, and they're not allowed to share air that's been mixed of, I don't know if it's with females or whatever. So when they travel, they
Oh, maybe
wear
like
a-
cooked pork or something.
Yeah,
or
they
Well,
wear-
you
something.
know
wear a
what?
bag
I
around
hope
them.
they fucking suffocate in there.
Oh,
Open
shit.
your mind, you fucking idiots.
Oh,
All
shit.
right. Sorry, that's my last,
That's
hate for Halloween.
So hateful.
So
You're not
This
allowed to do
coming
that.
from a filthy gnome.
yeah, sounds exactly like surface dweller of
Look,
fucking
guys.
activity.
Prejudice is wrong,
Oh,
unless it's
shit.
against gnomes.
Oh, shit. Well, you guys, as always, we're hoping that you're having an awesome, awesome comic book autumn. I never got to say that word on the show yet, so thought I'd throw that in there. But you guys, Halloween, another year in the bag. Legacy in the game, a comic book look in your mouth. 4 years straight, bro. We're looking forward to keep, right? We're looking forward to it. We're going to have a fun holiday episode coming up, of course, so we'll probably get some ideas going around for that. Well, we're having our board meeting next week.
Okay.
And
I'll pencil it in.
Yep. So we'll see how it goes.
When are we doing the corporate retreat to the Bahamas?
Oh, as soon as you get that money together, Ken.
So
Our entrance
as,
fee.
as soon as the lottery
What's
comes
this
through.
about a corporate retreat to the Bahamas?
Well, you're not
assholes?
invited.
Yeah.
This is for leadership.
I only got to go along because
It's a
I'm a
leadership.
woman.
It's a leadership retreat. Well, yeah, you get to bring your date. So I mean, that's why Ken's going. My wife's going.
Like the first man of comic books.
Turn up for what?
Oh my god. Alright.
Oh, okay.
Rambunctious. Alright. Well, you guys, we're going to shut it down. Always, 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 please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Send us pictures of your Halloween costumes. Dress it up. Dress to impress.
Keep it a bowl of
Have
free.
fun. Get those comics. Get that candy. And as always, keep it comics for sure, man. Wait. Keep it comics for sure, man. Alright.
No.
Boom.
Booyah.
Booyah.